All right, there's a lot to cover here. I'm going to try to cover it. I don't like Transformers. That's not a completely true statement. I don't like Transformers that transform. What? It's too much work. When I was a kid, I wanted the vehicle mode, I wanted the robot mode. I didn't want to transform them constantly when I was playing. So I would have two. I would have one that I kept in robot mode, and then I'd have one that I kept in truck mode. Probably one of the only Transformers I remember having was the Robots in Disguise Japanese cartoon, Optimus Prime as a fire truck. That was probably the only one that I remember having. I kept him in robot mode almost all the time. So, in order to have non-converting, because Hasbro makes them now, non-converting Transformers, the original, the OG, was Revoltech. I had a Revoltech Optimus Prime. That's world's smallest. That's Robot Heroes. That's world's smallest, I guess, ish. But this is world's smallest that actually transforms. It's got all the features. And then this is the one that looks like the vintage toy. And then Reaction. So I had Revoltech. The thing I don't like about Revoltech is when you pull out a hand, the stem, see how Hasbro, there's a little ball at the end? That's what holds it in. And it's not so snug that you can't take it out and put it back in, take it out, put it back in, right? Revoltech, it's a straight line. There's nothing to give it any grip. It slides right out. So anytime I'd play with the Revoltech ones, the hands would just slide right out, or the head would pop off constantly, or any of the joints, because it's not just the hands or things that you can exchange, because there's multiple versions that you can swap out the grippy hand to the hand, and so it's very frustrating. I did not like the Revoltech. It's beautiful. It makes weird clicking noises when you move the joints, which I didn't mind. I actually like the clicking sounds. But it did not stay together. It was not a toy that you could count on to stay together. So when they started making, well, I started collecting the Action Masters. I went back in time, collected Action Masters. And a lot of them, I would take the Robot Hero parts. I would cut them off, and I'd put the Robot Hero parts on the Action Masters to make the Action Masters more complete. You know, he didn't have wings. This isn't actually a Prowl wing. It's one of the repaints of Prowl that's really, 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 really rare. That's why they call me anti-collector. I take the really, really, really rare backpack off a toy that was super rare, boiled it off, put a screw in it, put it on the very vintage Prowl. Anyway, Action Masters, they're kind of wobbly. They kind of remind me of G.I. Joes with the rubber bands. They weren't perfect. They didn't have elbow joints. They had knees. I like the knees, but they didn't have elbows. So it wasn't a perfect situation. But at the same time, they're really cool. They're vintage. And they didn't transform. I have a bunch of Action Masters. I had this one customized. I had like a Star Wars ladder on his back and a fire hose of some kind, but I dismantled it once. So yeah, this one is sort of a mistake because I'm not really that into Transformers. It has the Triceratops wings and head, but it's actually the Stegosaurus, so that's my fault. But it's kind of like the Jurassic Park dinosaur where they was it Chaos Theory back before Chaos Theory was a cartoon. There was a toy line called Chaos Theory where they had combination dinosaurs, and Triceratops Stegosaurus was one of the combination dinosaurs. So I'm pretty sure there's a toy of that somewhere. Anyway, well, some of the characters I like, you couldn't find them except the Japanese vending machine toys. They're kind of like model kits. You assemble them. And some of them came translucent, so I had to paint them. Or metal. I never actually managed to paint Fort Max. That's the world's smallest Fort Max. The head is somewhere safe, somewhere very safe. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the evolution was, okay, I started with Revoltech and Action Masters. And then I moved to Reaction, or Galactic Heroes, depending on the characters, or the Japanese vending machine toys, depending on the character, what was available to me. Then they made these like blind bag characters that were kind of cool. Anyway, non-transforming, I gave those to my son because he wouldn't swallow them, whatever. What changed my life? Can you guess? Blockies, blokies, whatever you want to call them. But oh my god. This is actually a really rare Japanese vending machine wing that I installed on the back of this guy. So yeah, he's damaged. But he's cool, he has the wings. Although the wings are the wrong orientation. Anyway. So now that Action Masters are, I don't need them anymore. I'm gonna get rid of them. I have the blockies. Now that I have the blockies, I don't need the reactions, so I'm gonna get rid of those, including my Reaction Devastator, which was so I pined for it so long. Here's the Action Master Devastator. Wrong scale, just the wrong scale, but it's so cool. I rubber banded that scoop on there. It's not actually damaged or customized truly. It's just a rubber band. And I even made an Action Master Unicron. But now I have the, before they discontinued it and made it a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I got the Super 7 Reaction Transformers Unicron. Ooh, so cool. I got a Unicron at a thrift store that was kind of busted. Wings were missing. Saw his arms and legs, but I sawed the head off, hollowed it out, put it on the body of the Funko Pop. Oh man, it's so cool. And on top of that, I put the Funko Pop head on my Galactus body. So now I'm kind of obsessed with World Eaters, I guess. Anyway, so I like Unicron. I spent a lot of time making Unicrons, playing with Unicrons. I got this. I think that's the Japanese version of Primus that turns into Cybertron. Primus that turns into Cybertron. The Japanese came with the Unicron head. And then the Unicron, Blocky, eating the ship. I have the planet one, but it's not here yet. I ordered it. So this will grow. Anyway, so I got to get rid of a bunch of stuff. I got to get rid of my Action Masters that were customized. I can't find my Soundwave anywhere. I got to get rid of my Action Masters that are customized. I'm keeping the blockies, don't ask. I got to get rid of the Action Masters that aren't customized. This one is. I got to get rid of my Robot Heroes and my Reaction. And I've also got to get rid of my non-converting. They're just too big. I'm a 4-inch scale guy. It doesn't work for me. It's too big, although it was really cool. I only got 2 of those. If anyone could name the series that this Rodimus Prime is from, it's not Revoltech, but it's kind of similar. I can't find his hands. I wanted to get rid of him, but I wanted to get rid of him with his hands so they don't go separated. We got the world's smallest actively transforming hot rod, Rodimus Prime, vehicle mode, Bloki. This is like a Japanese model kit, display, plastic, PVC, something or other. It was really cool. So I am going to keep robot mode. This says Rumble, but it's a joke, right? Rumble and his brother, no one knows their actual names because they're shown everywhere on the internet being called Rumble and... oh God, I'm really blanking. Interchangeably, there's no... it's become a joke at this point. So I'm looking forward to when they make another one. A lot of star screams. But again, Blockies wins. I'm going to get rid of my Reaction. Although I will keep that because I broke it. Get rid of. Without his gun. Again, got to get rid of him too. Again, Japanese, painted it, missing an arm, made one out of green stuff. It looks terrible. But the blocky wins, blocky stays. Reaction, got the blue one. It was on sale at Target for $7. Got it, but I'm not keeping it because it's blue. It's the wrong thing. I do have the complete set, Robot Heroes. I've ordered the last one. It's not here yet. And I like that they all came with the wrong one. So the Grasshopper Gay came with that one. These are both Beatles. Anyway, the point is, G.I. Joe Transformers crossover San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This is actually a resin copy of the very rare Robot Hero Laserbeak. We got Laserbeak in Ravage Blocky style. Gonna get rid of Megatron Reaction because I got that one. And they finally made a Blitzwing. I want to say Blitzwing. I can give her the Robot Hero. I got one of the little chibi ones, the blockies. I'm just going to wait for them to make 4-inch. There were a couple times when I had the opportunity to get the small one thinking, oh, they're cute, but I don't want cute. I want the character. I want a 4-inch action figure of the character. I got one for the swoops because I figure I can army build a little bit maybe. It's cute, but no. There is a Cyclonus and a Galvatron. But I don't want the cute. I want the full size. And I think they will make them eventually. These are so popular. Bruticus is in the mail too. Oh, Sharkticons are a big deal. Robot Hero is probably going to stay. Because I'm army building. I'm probably keeping all of these. Although, I do have to get rid of the Quintesson Judge and a Sharkticon because I have two. I want one of each kind of Sharkticon. I don't need two reaction Sharkticons. It's too redundant. Fort Max. They need to make one for Blockies. Blockies, you hear me? Make one. The Blockies Devastator. I have another video about that. Action Master needs to go. I got the Ultra Magnus because that's just the one I played with as a kid. And of course, Blockies. Gots to go. I like the Optimus Prime in his hand. Metroplex. Gots to go. I did a good job painting it though. Yeah, that was my problem. A lot of the characters I wanted, Robot Heroes for, they didn't have it. I don't think. Or I just didn't find it. It was too rare. Ironhide smiles too much. I wanted him to be a cool character. He's smiling. Ratchet. Ratchet's Japanese model kit's got to go. Jazz Reaction needs to go. Optimus Prime, unfortunately, he broke a little bit. It's fine. Not a very valuable figure. He's got to go. Robot Hero can go. Again, it transforms and it's small. It's so cool. Action Master's got to go. I'm happy. I want him. Who didn't you see? Grimlock. Grimlock I did customize. I put the wings on. It looks cool. I'm happy with it. But Loki's wins. Loki's wins. Soundwave. I'm probably going to keep the weapon. But I will be getting rid of the reaction. Soundwave. What haven't you gotten a close-up of? The Prowl, Wheeljack, Inferno, Dinobot, Mistake. I'm waiting for the Blokey for him. I wonder if they'll make him full size. That would be cool. Devastator needs to go. I'm probably going to keep the little one. But the Action Master can go. And Reaction can go. I'm keeping all of the Unicrons because I like Unicron. Including that one. Sharkticons are cool. I have an extra Sharkticon. It's got to go. Quintesson Judge. It's got to go. Bumblebee is cool. reaction's gonna go. I like how small he is. Of course, of course! They've re-released Bumblebee, but this time it comes with Spike. So I'm gonna, at some point, have to get a bulky Bumblebee just to get the Spike. Which is annoying. But what are you gonna do? Cyclonus, they only make Chibi. I don't want Chibi. Galvatron, they only make Chibi. I don't want Chibi. If there's special requests for things you want to get a closer look at, that's fine. If you can tell me what brand of Rodimus Prime that is, please, please put it in the comments. He's got to go. But I want to know what he is before I get rid of him. And it's only going to get more complete. This is a long video, but there was a lot of ground to cover. I have a lot of work ahead of me. A lot of things to get rid of.